Okay, Myles, came out, caught a little bit of your workout today. You've had a great couple of months here coming into the draft. Tell us where you're at in the process, how you feeling about things right now, and sort of what's going on with you.
Just still working out daily as my routine. There's really not much more I can do at this point. I showed out at my pro day. I showed out at the NFL Super Regional Combine in Detroit last week. All I can do is just keep on, working out with Ryan.
Yeah.
Here at New Athlete, working out, on my workout partners, Antoine Baker, Sean Evans,
right,
Nate Kinney, those guys, just working out with them. But yeah, it's pretty much nothing else I can do. Just gotta keep on working hard.
So tell me about who's been in touch with you. You've had some teams the last couple of months. You went back to you went to Houston, did well there, had a terrific pro day at Portland State. We caught up to you there, put up numbers that put you in the top 3 or 4 nose tackles, D tackles, trying to get into the league. So at this point, like you said, there's not much more you can do. But who has been calling you? I know there's been some teams who've all of a sudden, really started picking up on you.
Yeah, the four main ones is the Seattle Seahawks, Green Bay Packers, Atlanta Falcons, and Tennessee Titans.
It's a nice group.
Yeah.
Play for any of those guys.
I'll play for anybody. I'll go if they want me to run routes. I'll try it. I'll learn how to run routes. I'll do it. I'll play.
You came in at about 310 today to work out?
Yeah, 310, yeah.
Okay. You look great. I mean, like you said, I'm seeing you push numbers here. You're doing some training here that not everybody might understand, but just looking at what you guys are being pushed to go through here with Ryan. Looking a little bit at your backstory, Myles, I mean, they're really, when a team gets you, what all you bring into that team, just given the last 5 years, what's happened to you?
I'm bringing hunger, and I'm bringing attitude. That's what's gotten the Wade family through the past 5 years. Is hunger and attitude. The hardest thing in my life, and I can also say in my father's life and in my sister's life, is the loss of our mother and his wife. So
yep.
On December 21st of 08, my dad and I carried my mother downstairs in a body bag in 2 flights of snow. And when I was 19, so no other challenge has been more demanding than that.
Pick back up on that.
And the work that my dad has put in since really of October of 07, when my mom got diagnosed with cancer, he hasn't let up off the gas at all. And I'm sure there's times where he's wanted to quit, but he didn't. Just as myself, we just never let each other quit.
Right.
Because one of the cornerstones of our family's gone, but my mother has definitely survived through my father, myself, and my younger sister. So just gotta keep our noses to the grindstone, and what happens during the draft happens during the draft.
Right. And they get caught up in, we all get caught up in the hype of the NFL, and how big guys are, how mean they are in the field, and all that. We see a ton of off-field problems, and if I'm an NFL owner, I'm making that investment, I don't need those problems. Those are going to cost me millions. In your case, I mean, you've been walking a pretty tight line your whole life. I mean, I haven't seen you so much as getting any kind of trouble, anything like that. I know you're very grounded in your faith, but talk to us a little bit about the difference between being a guy that people perceive versus maybe being the guy that lives his life on a path. What has it meant for you to lead your life the way you have?
Well, it's like you said, people have these preconceived notions of how football players really are. To me, that's okay. Like they can think that they can see my beard, they can see tattoos on it. Not me, just anybody, any athlete, and judge them. But as long as I know the life I live, that's really all that matters. So I'm not here to impress anybody, but God, my dad.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing this. Before I was doing this to prove people wrong, the people who said I couldn't do it,
right,
to prove them wrong. But why give them glory when I should when I should really do this for people who have been in my corner the entire time. So my mentality has flipped numerous times, amongst the years, but that's why I'm doing this now. I'm not doing it for naysayers. I'm doing it for those who got me.
You think anybody out there can be a better defensive tackle than you are this year in the draft?
No, because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. If there's anybody, an interviewer asked me a few weeks ago if I had to compare my game to anybody. I can't really compare my game to everybody because we all have our own individual game. But my mind frame right now is, I've been dubbing myself as Clubber Lang from Rocky 3. I'm hungry. You may overlook me, but I'm hungry. I want my shot, and God willing, I'll get my shot. And when and if I get it, I'm not going to drop the ball.
Well, Myles, what more can we say? Great workout. Good to catch up to you. Good luck with the draft upcoming later here in April. Myles Wade, Portland, Oregon. Thanks, Myles.
Appreciate it.